That was terrific. No kidding, man.
It certainly was terrific. 10 consecutive title defenses. I hope it's sinking in just what that means for you. Your
History,
legacy, you
baby.
retained the belt, WBC.
God is good, man.
History.
God is good.
When you signed the fight, Deontay, you said that all my controversial fights have to get dealt with as soon as possible. That was absolutely unequivocal tonight.
Yes, it's amazing to be able to do what I do day in and day out. What we do on a daily basis is not easy. The hard part is always training, and then you want to come and do what you did in the gym, in the ring as well. I had to strategically move with Ortiz. This is why I say he is the most dangerous heavyweight in the division, period. And you see it, you've seen it tonight. I really had to time myself. I had to calculate my punches. I had to calculate, I had to make sure my feet positioned in the right place, and I could see he was trying to do the same thing as well in the ring as well. So it was definitely a tug of war.
I'm sorry. No, go.
No, I said Shawn and myself both said, and Shawn said that you're very controlled. You stayed in the pocket, you kept your composure, and waited for the big shot.
Kate,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Kate just asked us, did we think Luis Ortiz presented any problems to you in the ring tonight? And like you said, you had to be a lot more calculated. Were there problems, or was it just what was it?
I don't know what to call them. I don't know if it's called problems or strategize. Him strategizing, but his boxing skills is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's why I was so happy to be able, as a champion, I'm very proud to be able to bless him again. A fighter like that should be on TV. He must see TV with all the heavyweights. Yeah. And like I said, no one wants to fight this guy. So, I mean, what can I say, man? I mean, he's an amazing fighter, man. And I'm just so happy we can share energies in the ring.
Deontay, I made the comment. It's a term a lot of people that used to be. I said he went down in sections. When a guy goes down like that, that ain't good. When a guy goes down one time, he went down in sections. He's hurt. You hit him on top of that, man. Those type of punches that mess you up for long term.
Most definitely. And, it's amazing to hit a guy in the forehead and the head like that instead of the chin, and to see him drop like that. I learned something each and every time. Win, lose, or draw, I learned something from it, and that's what you want as a fighter. Forget being a champion. As a fighter, you want to learn something each fight. And I started this game, this business very late. Even as being a professional, and I'm still learning. I never want to be able to say I'm not learning no more, because I would get uninterested in the sport. And I wouldn't want to do it no more. My training wouldn't be the same. So I like to learn and continue to learn. It keeps it exciting for me. It keeps it fresh for me. And, I display my talent each and every time. I really don't get any credit for my intellect in the ring, which is okay, We
saw all of it tonight.
When you can hit like that, you don't need it.
We saw all of it tonight.
Thank you, sir, bro.
What about Tyson Fury? Because obviously you mentioned in the ring that that's what's next for you. There's been talk about there's a provisional date sometime in February, and that's something that you've talked about as well. We usually see you fight at 6-month intervals. That feels very soon. Are you good with February?
I'm ready for that. When I was coming up in the rankings, I used to fight 6 times a year. So it feels kind of good to continue to keep going. Right. And what's going to be beneficial for me is that I just got out of the ring. I just got out of camp. Yeah. So, I got a lot of traveling to do in the next couple of weeks. I got this whole probably a half a month or so for as December, spend time with the family, and I'm back in camp in January, and I think that's going to be very, very beneficial for me because I'm still in shape. I'm still going, and I'm going to add shape on top of shape. So Fury is in trouble.
There is an absolutely enormous fight coming up in the heavyweight division in just a couple of weeks' time. It's Andy Ruiz, another rematch, of course, against Anthony Joshua. Should Andy Ruiz, another PBC fighter, win in that rematch, would you consider taking him ahead of Tyson Fury, or is Tyson Fury locked in?
I mean, the only way I would be able to do that if Fury somehow something happens to him, or he cut his eye open again, or anything like that. Other than that, I want my rematch with Fury. It was a very controversial fight. Many people got it going different ways. I want to get that. I want to clear the air with that, and then fight Ruiz. So I think that's the approach that we're taking, and I think that's what's going to happen. And but you know, who knows? This is boxing, and we know in boxing anything can happen. You know, we have things playing one way, and then it goes another way. So if something so happens that the rematch doesn't happen in a timely manner, then I would love to have Ruiz, you know, for one champion, one face, one name.
But you're saying right now February feels good to you, so a short break. How does your body feel coming out of a fight like that? My
body feels amazing. You know, I wasn't tired at all. I'm in shape. You know, coming off the last fight, having the flu, and coming this time, it's just an amazing feeling. I knew I was going to have fun. It's all about having fun in there. I didn't want to think about how dangerous he was and how smart he is in the ring. I just wanted to have fun this time around. You know, it was exciting to be fighting on Fox pay-per-view, my first Fox pay-per-view.
We're excited
to have you. It just was
an
amazing crowd. The atmosphere was amazing from the weigh-in to now. I mean, when you have it like this and you have so many Bomb Squad fans, how can you be down? You know,
Check, you're making history. You know this part. Every time you get in the ring, you just tied Muhammad Ali most consecutive title defenses. 10. How's that feel?
Say it again, Sean.
10. Tied Muhammad Ali. How does that feel?
Oh man, it feels amazing. You know, Muhammad Ali is one of my idols. You know, when I got into boxing, my manager Shelly, he gave me a VHS tape, 1 through 12, a version of Muhammad Ali from his start to his finish, wow. And I used to watch it all the time. Yeah. One thing I loved about Muhammad Ali is what he did on the outside of the ring. We knew he was great on the inside, but what he did on the outside was amazing to speak up, you know, for his people, especially in the time. In those days and times that it was. It took a very brave person to step up and take initiative and do that. And that will always live with me in my heart. And my drums will always beat in my heart for Muhammad Ali. Boom, baye, Ali. Boom, baye, Ali. Boom, baye, Ali.
Yeah. Like that.
Deontay, you took a huge risk in this fight. You put a lot on the line. We really respect you as boxing fans. Congratulations for another big win. Sean's been joining in on the Bomb Squads all night. So can we get a final one?
Let's do it.
Ray, you're in on this one too.
3.
Bomb Squad! Love you, bro.
I ran out of air.
Thank you for watching. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you click somewhere around here and subscribe. From fight highlights to exclusive interviews, we have got everything you need as a boxing fan right here on PBC on Fox.